Here we got Bonney versus Zoro. We're going to choose to go second here. We got a mulligan this, unfortunately. Too much top end. Not much better here. Opponent's going to play down a Nami Searcher, getting a Zoro from OP10. Passing over to us. We're just going to pass back because we need to have that extra Dawn to shut down one of these attacks. Because we know they have the Rush Zoro. That's coming in. We're going to use our leader effect to shut down their leader from attacking. We're going to take this one. Back over to us. 4 Dawn now. Now we can deploy down a blocker. And we're going to put a leader swing a 6k into that rested Zoro. See if we get a 2k out of hand. They gave it to us. Great. So our goal in this matchup is to try to keep their board as clear as possible so that our leader effect can minimize the amount of swings coming in while we're still pressuring into life when possible. So they're just going to play out some choppers to get another chopper. A Nami. Getting a Luffy from Star Deck 21. Great card. So they still have a 6k swing here if they want it with leader, which we do not have a 2k. We barely have any counter. So if it's above 5, we have to take. They used a search event. Just passed it back. Okay. We're at 6. Here we're going to play down Carrot to just lock down one of their attacks. We're going to pressure 5 into life with our leader. So we know that more likely the starter deck 21 Luffy's coming down next turn. So whichever one they give the rest of Dawn to is the one that's going to get tapped. Preferably this one. This card's really good when attacking. So they're going to go 6. They did give it to their leader, but unfortunately I still think keeping this chopper rested is the right play. So we're going to say no blocks here just because we need to get something going here. Got a bunch of top ends, no counter. Okay, so they're going to go 5 here. That's fine. We'll give them a counter for that one. They have a 6k swing here we'll have to take. Or we might just use our blocker up here. Because see, they've already swarmed the board. Like, these do take a lot of Dawn to make viable. So we're just going to use our blocker here. Hopefully we start getting some 2ks. Alright, I guess we're on the carrot plan where we're just going to keep trying to lock things down while continuing to pressure. So we're going to use carrot to go into this rested chopper. We're going to put 2 Dawn on our leader here, and we're going to pressure into this rested Nami. And fast turn, we need to try to keep their board locked down and clear as much as possible if we're going to survive this match. Here comes another chopper blocker down. That's pretty good. We haven't even touched their life yet. We're focusing the entire game here, just trying to keep this out of control. But Zoro is just swarming the board. Like, good thing they're only going to get 1 swing, so it's probably going to be this one, the 6k. I'm going to have to, here. Use card action block here. I'm going to say no block. I will actually give them a counter to keep that. They have a lot of blockers here. So I still think we pressure board with these carrots, locking this stuff down. Trying to keep these guys locked down while still pressuring. So we're at 10 Dawn now. So I think we're going to drop our Zoro. We're going to go 6 into here. Freezing this other Luffy, pressuring the chopper. By having to focus the board, they're actually running out of resources in hand. So, but they are able to counter out, though. We're going to freeze down this Nami while pressuring this chopper. Or did I do the opposite? Oh, I did it the opposite. I did it the way I was thinking, just not the way I said it. Okay. I'm still going to pressure 5 into this one again, even though it's rested down. But it was able to clear out something. Pass turn. So we still have the open Dawn. They're at 10 Dawn now, so we'll see what they're running at their top end. I'm assuming they're running Shanks or Goldie Roger or Dragon. Because if this is like a Rush Swarm deck, they're really good top end answers. We have the Kid. Rush Luffy's pretty good. That's a pretty good one. But if they pushing this through, we're resting the leader. No, they're going to... Okay. Cool. 7 here. We're going to use card action to rest this Luffy. And they are going to get the carrot. That's kind of weird that they pressured their blocker knowing that this is coming. 8 into 6 here. 1, 2. Man, I got both of them, so now we're in trouble. Alright, so 10 Dawn. I think we're going to just try to clear some stuff. So they have 2 cards in hand. This is the good turn that we're going to be pressuring everything we can to clear this board up. So we're going to put 2 additional Dawn on here. We're going to go into this rested Luffy. 11 into 6 because there's no way for them to counter it. We're going to go into this other Luffy. So our goal here is just starving them out of resources because we're not focusing their life because we have to focus the board. So we're going to go 11 into 6 here. We have to get that. And now we are going to set it active again. And we're going to go into this chopper. And then I'm going to put the Dawn on my leader. Pressure 9 here just to clear this out. We wanted to clear their board. Pass turn. Now if they play down a rush, we can shut down the other leader swing. So like this. That's rough. Okay, so we're going to use card action to rest their leader. 12 here. We need 3k worth of counter. So we're going to say no block. We're going to use this and a kid. And then a Bonney searcher. So we were able to save that. Now we're going to be able to start shifting gears to try to focus on what's going on here. So if we play the Shanks, that's really good. I think we might be able to get away with the kid now. The Shanks is 9. Just cleans us up, right? Or do we focus a swing here? Alright, we're going to actually just make sure we get rid of this Zoro before we focus anything else. So I have 8 Dawn to work with because I still want them to have to focus on the kid. So I'm going to play down Smoker here. Cavendish. If your leader is Supernova and you... Why didn't... Oh, okay. Oh, that's something I need to focus there. I should have played this first before this because now I can't set... this wasn't... Oh, that kind of was rough. Alright. Lesson learned there. When you're playing these 2 together, play Cavendish first and then Smoker. I was hoping to get the 2 extra Dawn back so that I could have got another swing in, but now I'm at my opponent's mercy with no open Dawn, no protection. Lesson learned here. No way of protecting Zoro, which is rough because I needed this. Yeah, so make sure you play down Cavendish first before you play Smoker. So they're just going to try to flood the board again, which is kind of not great for us, but the more they flood, the less they can load up their leader to pressure the Zoro, because we have no way of protecting it. Chopper blocker, okay. So they still could technically pressure this 9 into 9, but hopefully they think we have counter and don't. No, they're going to. Yeah, they don't have a choice. They had to. Alright, so unfortunately, we have to let it go. We didn't even have a single 1k. Alright, that was rough. That was rough. Alright, so here, we're going to play down a Hody Jones. We're going to rest these. Then I'm going to use my leader to pressure into the Hiking Bear. 5 into 3. Then I'm going to go... Let's set it... Wait. No, I'm not going to do that. Do not do that first, guys. Do not use this effect before you activate and use Cavendish. So we're going to put 1 on Cavendish here, and we're going to pressure 7 into this rested chopper here that can find them more bodies. Now I will set my Dawn as active. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I'm going to play down a blocker. I kind of want to focus this blocker, but at the same time, I just need to get some damage in. So we're going to go 8k Banish with our Smoker. They're going to use all the counter they have. Okay, that was kind of... Alright, I think at this point I am just going to take out that chopper. I didn't want to give them extra resources. I'm just going to pass turn. So we're still trying to starve their hand by not giving them the life, focusing, but they just keep swarming the board. They just 27 cards left in their deck. That's great. 17. It's a big swing. It's a big swing. We're going to use card action here, and we're going to use our blocker. Back over to us. We're going to play down another Smoker. We're going to go 7 with our Cavendish into life because they're not going to be able to get out of it. Then I'm going to go 9 with Smoker and Banish. I'm going to go 8. We got it. Bonney versus Buggy. Opponent's choosing to go first. We're going to keep this hand. So Buggy likes to cheat out big characters for 5. Bonney's going to try to lock down stuff. Passing it back after getting our Dawn. I'm going to put... Alright, so no card action. 7. I'm just going to take the first one. They're going to play down their Searcher, Mr. 3. They got a Mihawk, which is a blocker. Back over to us. 4 Dawn. We use our Bonney Searcher. grabbing a kid, putting 1 on our leader, pressuring 6. And we'll leave 1 Dawn open just so we can rest down this, whatever. But if they pressure the into here, just trying to be cheeky to get a win, we're just gonna, there you go. And they can have the Bonney. They're at 5 Dawn now, so I'm assuming they're gonna have a Crocodile into something. Nope, they're gonna play the Buggy, okay. So all cost 3 and 4 characters cannot attack. Alright, so we're gonna draw Dawn. Plus this Buggy can't attack either. So we're at 6 now. This guy can technically still attack. If we play down the, we're gonna play down the Cavendish here, just so we can have a 7k swing ourselves, pressuring into life here. That way if they want to use their blocker, they're gonna still give a card out of hand. But they took this hit. We're just gonna pass it back, because now we left the 1 Dawn open. We're not really worried about him, because this Buggy can't attack. And he's gonna have to invest too much Dawn here in order to make it a good swing. They're gonna use their blocker right off the bat. Sweet. Rest their leader. We have a 2. Do we have an extra 1 that we don't care? Yes, we do. So we're going to give them the 2 and a carrot. So yeah, this is, okay. Okay. I mean, it could be worse. And they get to replay it, which is kind of rough. And they got a, there's our Crocodile. Alright, so we're at 8 Dawn now. We're going to drop the carrot just to keep their blocker locked down. That just seemed like a good play. Do I want a blocker just in case? Yeah. And then I'm just going to pressure 5 into life. Try to get a card out of hand. Cool. So now they'll have 1 of 2 swings. But they're at 9 Dawn now, so that 10-drop Buggy's coming sooner than I like to. I'm not set up for it. We're at 8. I didn't have a way to play down the kid and give it to Dawn, because they bounced the Cavendish back. So 8, if they got 8 coming in, use card action to shut down their leader. I gotta take this hit, unfortunately. I got the shank, so that's kind of good. And we can get rid of something. I should rest this thing down just to be able to KO it with the shanks. That's what I should have done. But I also didn't want them pressuring with a big swing from leader. So they got another Mihawk. They got 7 active. Oh, wait, there you go. They play Crocodile. They're probably going to play. Oh, they got. Alright, that works. Oh, yeah, because they couldn't play the Mihawk at 6-drop. Alright, so back over to us. We're at 10 Dawn now. We can technically now pressure, forcing them to utilize their kid. We could also, we could drop this, get rid of this, use carrot to lock this down, still having the Dawn open. So we're going to go here. We're going to get rid of this. We're going to go here, freezing down Jozu. Unfortunately, like they're set up where the 10-drop Buggy's going to stick. If it comes down, it's going to stay on the field. All right, now we're just going to pressure little 5 into life. They'll probably take this. And passing it back. We are going to leave our Dawn open so that we can stop one of these attacks coming. But they are set up for the 10-drop Buggy now, because they needed to have 4 other characters. So here they're going to go 8 into this. We are going to say rest your leader. 6 here. Man, I wish. Oh, let's see. Technically, I'm going to try to counter and say we're going to go here and Cavendish. So now they have this. They're going to have to at least vest some Dawn in, and we don't have a lot of counter for it, unfortunately. So 6 here. Alright, we're going to save it. Alright. If they went any higher, I wouldn't have been able to. Because I really don't want to use that Rosinati, because I need to team this up with the kid. That's okay. I mean, that's fine. I mean, it cheats him in another blocker, which is fine. Like, but these guys can't attack. That blocker there. So I need. I mean, I could technically drop. I'm trying to think here. If I drop this down, I could shut down. I could tap their blocker in this, and then I have like free range of pressuring the board. I could play the kid, set the kid up. But if they have the 10-drop Buggy, me setting up the kid does not protect me on my turn. So now it comes down between, do I drop the shanks and just get rid of the Crocodile without any question? Do I play Hody, rest these 2 down, and pressure into the board? I think I like the Hody play a little bit better. So we're going to rest and rest. I got it to Shigi. Okay. So the 11k, we're going to definitely go into the 7k. The Crocodile. I mean, should have maybe pressured the Mihawk, but, and now we're going to go into Kabaji with our leader. Just a 5k into 5. Oh, he's immune. Oh. Okay. I mean, that's cool. All right, so that changes up a little bit here. We're going to go We're gonna go 7, or we're gonna go 8 here, and we're gonna freeze down. We're gonna freeze down this Buggy. I probably should have freeze down the Cabbage, to be honest with you. And then we're gonna go 8 into pass it back. Unfortunately, we probably should have pressured the Mihawk more, or froze the Mihawk down instead of the Buggy, because the Buggy couldn't really attack. So they're gonna go 10 here. That's fine. We're gonna use card action. We're gonna rest the Kabaji. And do I want to? I'm just gonna use my blocker. I want them to focus the other swing here instead of life. 5. They can go 12 if they want to. They can go 12 here into the Shanks, and then I would be forced to use my last couple counters just to keep that alive. But I need to start clearing these off before they get their 10 drop Buggy. Because, yeah, the 10 drop Buggy will still be able to take bottom deck something, but it has to go with it. But with the way the board sits right now, the Buggy sticks. So 10 into the carrot, that's fine. It's kind of rough because you can't keep things locked down, but it is what it is. So we're going to drop down the 9 drop Shanks here. It cannot be KO'd as long as we have Buggy. So we're going to KO this Buggy here. Just get rid of it. Leaving our 1 down open so we have it for next turn. We're going to go 11 into the Mihawk because they can't protect it. We're going to go 5 into life, forcing a card out of hand or them to take a life here. They take that hit. All right, now we're just going to go 8 into life. And more likely, they're going to have to take care. Oh, they got a level up bellow. Okay. Pass turn. We're going to leave the 1 down open, though. So Kabaji is still an issue. They have to have the character, right? Okay. So if we can get rid of this other Buggy, the Kabaji we can get rid of. But, I mean, that's a sticky body with these Buggies, so. Used to just be a simple 2K in hand, but now it's actually utilized, which is good. That's a big swing. 10K into life. We're going to use this so we can rest the Buggy. Once again, we probably should have rested this. But they're going into life. We're going to take it. I think we're getting to that point where we can set up our Shanks. The kid. 10 into 5. We don't have, let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't have enough. Okay. So now, that's what they did with their turn. 8, 11. Let's try to get rid of this Buggy first. So that way we can try to get rid of this Kabaji. Let's go. So we need 8 for this. We can't utilize any of our Dawn this turn, unfortunately. So we're going to go 8 here into the Kabaji. Just try to get it off the field. All right, good. We're going to go 5 into life. And then we'll go 11. And now we're going to deploy this down. We're going to rest to put down a Rosinati blocker. Put 1 here and pass the turn. So they get rid of the Rosinati blocker with 3,000 worlds, which is good. And they got 11. Okay, they have to go here, so no card action. So 11 into 8. I don't really think I need to worry about countering out, but I'm just going to, right? 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. 2, 3. There you go. Because I definitely got him on the backswing. Because I'm going to go 11. Because that right there is going to take a lot of cards out of hand. We got it. We're going to go Bonney versus Red Green Smoker. Opponent's choosing to go second here. We're going to mulligan this. A little better, not great. Get a Dawn, pass it back. So we have the top end covered. Alright, so 2 Dawn, they're going to pass it back over to us. We really don't have much right here, so we're just going to put 3 on leader, pressure 8, see if we can get a life early or a couple cards. They're going to give us that life. We're just going to pass it back to them. So next turn we'll be able to play down the Smoker if we want to be able to ready a Dawn to keep leader effect active. This Smoker was really good for addition to the Bonney. So they're going to go set both the 7K here so they can ready 2 Dawn. We got to put probably 2 on their leader. Going to pressure 7 in. I'm going to take the first one here. Got a Cavendish, that's good too. Let's see. Do we want the Cavendish? That guarantees us a 6K swing. Or we have this to potentially set up Banish for next turn. I think we're going to drop this. We're going to go 5. Probably should have attacked first. Probably should have attacked first. That way, if they do have... I don't think there's many triggers that can KO this. So we'll be able to activate one of our Dawns so that we can lock down one of their swings for next turn. Alright, they're going to counter. Got a Rosinati blocker out of hand, which is nice. Alright, now we're going to set 1 Dawn as active. And then we're going to end turn. This way we can shut down one of their attacks. Depending on, like, the traditional build for this doesn't run a lot of the rush, but I can see this with a different style than the Punk Hazard build for Smoker. Like, maybe those 3-drop Rush Zoros are good. Also, the 4-drop Zoro would be a nice little splash in here. Because, like, their smoker can ready 3 of their Dawn, which will give you enough to play down the Rush Zoros, like an additional attack out of hand. The Sanji from O10, I'm going to put Dawn on it, so it's a 7k. Alright, so they're going to go 7 into... Nope, they changed their mind. If they go 7, they're going to go 8. We're going to take this, but I'm going to use card action to turn down their leader. I'm going to say no block. Got a carrot. That's good. We can lock this down. Sanji. Readying 2 of their Dawn. Alright, so they're just building up some blockers here, which is fine. 7 Dawn here. I kind of like that. Let's go Hody. We're going to rest their blockers. We're going to use Smoker. Do that. So we're going to go 5 with our leader into this rested Rosinati now. Try to clear up some of this. Because this is a 7k. We're going to go 7 into life so we can get some cards out of hand. Or else we'll banish one of their lives. Because this is a 7, like, it's not hard to counter this out of the 8k. Kind of want to get rid of that, but I also just don't want... Alright, so we're going to go into the Sanji. We're going to go into this Sanji. We're going to leave this Chopper alone for a second. Fast turn. Because if they go to attack, we can rest it. We're at 7, so next turn we'll be at 9. So we could play the Zoro down, or we could play the Kid and try to protect it a little bit. They're going to play their own Kid. Okay. Yeah, Kid's really good with Smoker too. Because they get the ready 2 Dawn, they can put that on. I seen someone running the new Luffy from the ST21. So they could throw a rested Dawn over to the Kid, which is kind of cool. Alright, let's see. We draw into a Tashigi here. I think here is, ideally, is just drop down Shanks and get rid of the Kid. That way we don't have to worry about it. Alright, opponent scoops it up. We got it. Here we have Bonney versus Starter Deck 21 Luffy. We're going to go second. We're going to keep this hand. Got some top end options here. Got a couple 2Ks. We have a Searcher if we need to for the early game. Alright, so opponent gets their Dawn. They're going to play down a Nami Searcher, getting the 2K Sanji from OP10. Back over to us. We're going to play down a Bonney, and we're going to use that Bonney to get a Supernova 2K. Passing it back. So if they play the Zoro, they're going to get 2 swings in. They can pressure into here with their Nami, which is fine. Okay, so they're going to give 2 rested here. That's a 4-5. 4. Then they have a 5k swing into life, which we're probably going to take. Back over to us. We're at 4 Dawn now. Still don't have a lot going on. So we're just going to get rid of that 2k Nami. Or that 1-drop Nami there. Passing it back over to the opponent. They're at 5 Dawn. This is where this deck gets crazy. Because they can play 4-drop Zoro. Dawn, 7, 6. Just like they're doing. Yep. Now they use this Nami to give the 2. Okay. So we're actually going to rest their leader. And here we're going to give them a 2 and a 1. So 6 Dawn now. We are going to play down our Carrot. Locking that Zoro down. We're going to go 5 into life with our leader. See if they want to give us a 2. Alright. Passing it back over to the opponent. They took that hit, so they're at 4 life. They're going to play down the 2-drop Sanji. And they can take a life and make it a 7k swing, essentially. But it doesn't have rush. They're going to play a Nami Searcher. So they're just trying to fill the board right now. They're going to get this Sanji's pretty good from Star Deck 21. I think they're looking at filling the board out so they can do multiple swings as needed. So I think here they're going to go 7, it looks like. Maybe 7 into life. We're going to use card action. We're going to rest the Sanji here. We're just going to take this hit. That way if he wants to pump over here, nope, they're just going to pass it back. So we're at 8 Dawn now. I have no way of giving the extra Dawn to Kid. So I'm going to pressure 6 into that rested Sanji, freezing down this Zoro. They're going to have to give quite a bit of counters out of hand, see how much they value it. And that's a 4k counter. Okay, so 8 Dawn. Let's see, I need 5 Dawn so I can give 3. I'm going to pressure 8 into that Sanji, see if they still want to try to save it. They really want to save that Sanji. I don't blame them, it's a really good Sanji. But it's a lot of resources for one card. Considering they'll be taking a life next turn to keep it. So we're going to play down some blockers and pass turn. I mean, they definitely saved that Sanji. That's a lot of counter. As long as we can keep this Zoro rested, we don't have to worry about KOing it. Unless we can start getting their hand depleted. Where they don't really have much options, then we'll focus on getting rid of it. But 2 blockers here are just... We have a lot of 2Ks, so... And next turn we're going to be at 10, I think. The dragon's good. That's really good. The Nami's good. So they put 2 on their leader here, which means they can use their leader effect to pump something else. And Sanji's going to give itself 2 Dawn too. Sanji used his effect. So this is a 7k here. This is a 7k. That's a 9k. They still have this effect, it looks like they could still utilize to bump something else up, which looks like they just did. No, Luffy. They used Luffy's effect to push this to 4. Yeah, they're definitely making a push here. Now they use this, so this is a 6k, 7k, 7k, 9k. Those are big numbers coming in. So they're going to go here, which is fine. We're going to use this to rest the dragon. We're going to say no block on this and give it a 2k. If they're going to focus on the carrot, that's better for us. Here we're going to say give you a blocker. And here I'll give you a 2k. Those are big swings. I don't know if I would have focused as much on that carrot as I would have my life, but we're going to deploy down the 9-drop Shanks to get rid of their dragon. We're going to go 5 into the rested Nami with our leader. We're going to go 6 into the Sanji, freezing down the Zoro, passing it back. So we still have a blocker. We still have 1 open Dawn. A couple 2Ks here. We have the 8-drop kid. I don't know if we're going to have time to deploy the kid because we don't really have a way to... We have a couple 2Ks, so maybe. But right now we're having to play defensively. Once per turn after your opponent activates blocker, KO up to one of your opponent's characters 8,000 power or less. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good card. And I don't really have a way of cleanly answering it unless I pressure back into it. And that's a 12k. They're definitely going to try to take this carrot out. No, they went to life. Okay. So we're going to rest their Luffy. And we're just going to take this hit. Yeah. We'll rest their leader and take this hit. So now we're going to probably try to focus pressuring into this with our Shanks. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 over. Let's go 5 just to be on the safe side. We're going to go 16 into 11. They're going to have to give us 6k worth of counter out of hand to save this. And then we still have the carrot swing, which we can freeze us down. Debating if we want to play. So we have 5 Dawn. If I'm going to have to play Cavendish this turn just to get the Dawn back. I'm going to put 1 on my leader. I'm going to pressure 6 into life here to freeze the Zoro. We're going to go 6 again into life with leader. And they had a lot of good targets for that Zoro. So we're just going to pass it back here. We still have a blocker. We can still rest something. One of these will be rough. But they're going to play down the Luffy here, which is okay. They're running out of cards in hand here, so I think it might be safe to try to focus the Zoro in this turn. Could be wrong. So we've got 8. Look like they might be trying to go for the Shanks. They're going to go 8 here. Who are they giving the rest of Dawn to? Because we can counter out with what we have in hand. So 8 here. We're going to use the effect to rest their leader. We're going to say no block, and we're going to counter out. Because now they didn't have enough to come back into it. Alright, so Hody here does change things. Can we go for game? Can we go for game? The Hody gives us an extra 8k swing. 2 cards in hand. So I think we're going to go 1 on carrot. We're going to lock down this Luffy. So we're going to go 7 into life, shutting down this Luffy. They take that hit. We're going to play Hody. We're going to rest this. We're going to go 7 with our Cavendish. We're going to go into life as well, getting a couple extra Dawn. They take that one. We're going to go Hody for 10. We're going to go Shanks 11. And if they counter out of this, we're going to go 5 with our leader. So there's up to 7. Alright, we got it.